all worried. I saw your one of your emails. You mentioned that when you're not on camera, you have to wear a mask. I was like, done, done. Okay. I look. I did put one in my pocket. I had worn one for so long, but I put one in my pocket. But this is so thank you.
thick skin. Oh, I'm sorry, I panicked. Do not. There's someone communicating with that person? Who's that? What? Are you communicating with that person?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 33rd annual tradition of Tulare Hospital Foundation, the Festival of Trees event. My name is Pete Vanderpool, and I have the honor to serve as this evening's master of ceremonies, and it is really a pleasure to be here. This is a different year again. We've known it's been very difficult for so many of us, really our whole society. And I did speak with Jan Smith Dr. Shani Kawaji, and then also the Tulare Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, the Mission Care Group. I want to thank all of them for their support and generosity to help make this event happen. And now I have the pleasure to introduce a gentleman who would like to speak with you this evening. This gentleman is incredibly dedicated to this community and to the Hospital Foundation. It is my pleasure to call up the President and Chair of the Tulare Hospital Foundation to make a few remarks. That is Mr. Kevin Mooney.
Kevin,
If you
make
can make
your way through the packed audience, we ask that you Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Hopefully, everyone can hear us out there. It really didn't matter if you missed what I said, but now we've got some important stuff coming from Kevin Mooney, so I'd like to call Kevin up to make a few remarks.
Good evening, and thanks all for tuning in and supporting the foundation. Of course, the very first thing I must do is give a deep and heartfelt thanks to our donors. And the second thing I must do is give a deep and heartfelt thanks to our trustees, because they work so hard to keep the foundation going all through the year at various events, volunteering their time, and we also have friends of the foundation who also put in quite a bit of time. Some of our accomplishments and activities this year include we combined the Love to Wear Red and Proud to Wear Pink events into It's a Girl Thing. That was held in August in the country branch. We implemented what's called a Grateful Patient Program, and that's where if you've had any experience with that men's health, like unfortunately my family has had, you know great care you get, and patients who are grateful are in large numbers once they are discharged from hospital. So we give them a discharge packet that not only lets us know ways they can support the hospital, but also has several useful tools and things like a field reminder and a whiteboard and things like that. So very user discharge basket. We provided free estate planning to the members of our community, and we have added to our annual gift giving program. We can give by month, a little bit every month, or a lot every month. And we also want to thank Adventist Health for their generous support of our foundation. They've been really coming through at a time when COVID has disrupted so many budget cycles that, but nevertheless, Adventist Health comes through us. So, with all this support that we've gotten, we've been able to provide 2 Bolero respiratory machines to help fight COVID. These machines allow patients to breathe easier and open up their lungs. It's made a true improvement in our ability to treat COVID in Tulare. We've got celebratory lunches and dinners to celebrate the first line responders at the hospital. And we also have a lot of community support. Places like Round Table Pizza provide lots and lots of meals for our workers at the hospital. Cool Head Blues, JT High School First Baptist Church, Vitality Emergency Services, and our different departments Now, I think he is going to introduce some video messages we have from some of the key people in the organization.
Thank you, Kevin. Great job, as always. Now I have the pleasure to continue on our evening tonight. With the ongoing support, the foundation has been able to do so much, and we're so blessed and thankful to now introduce some of those who contributed to the cause in their own way and wanted to share a special video message here with you this evening. We got thoughts and messages from Sandra Romani, CEO of the TR District, Sherry Shera, patient care executive, and then also from Dr. Shavetta Shakur, who's our new general surgery resident at Adventist Health. I put you on the video.
Good evening, and thank you for joining the effort to support our community hospital. Since I spoke at this event last year, the district has moved from stabilizing its finances to moving forward with developing its assets to attract healthcare providers to Tulare. Since our properties are near the hospital, we've spoken with Adventist Health leadership about services desired near the hospital. We also hired a business consultant, Randy Dodd, who you may remember led the effort to reopen the hospital and is very familiar with the needs of our community as a result of that effort. The first project planned is a medical office building on the corner of Merritt and Jim. The board will be talking with developers next month to move forward with the design and construction of that building aimed at attracting doctors who need to be close to the hospital. Another couple of buildings on Cherry will be demolished over the next couple of months to make way for future development. Of course, the tower is a main focus of the district. We realize the importance of completing the tower in order to have the infrastructure needed to support advanced technology diagnostic equipment and to deliver patient care in today's environment. We also get a much larger, better organized and equipped emergency department in the tower. And of course, the tower meets seismic requirements. Last year, the board hired a funding strategy consultant for funding completion of the tower. This year, the Tower Construction Committee was established in spring, and a full-time project manager is currently being recruited. The board also just selected a firm for architectural services. All of this is to move forward with determining a budget and schedule to finish the tower. The district and foundation work together to conduct live tours, produce virtual tours of the tower, and host community forums in conjunction with Adventist Health to discuss each of our roles in completing the tower. The district and I enjoy working with the foundation and look forward to continuing our relationship to support our hospital and to get the tower completed. Thanks again to all of you for being here tonight and supporting this effort.
Hello there. Thank you so much for being a part of the Festival of Trees this year. Thank you to Jan and the foundation for your never-ending support. I'm not sure if everyone knows how much love is given to us by the foundation. Not only do they give generously for much needed equipment, such as our new beds and our ultrasound machine, which is named You Fancy by our staff and physicians. There's actually a photo of one of our ED docs hugging that machine. It's been such a blessing. But they also give in incredibly personal, meaningful ways. Jan herself has worked with many department leaders to make their department-specific weeks very special with meals and treats. The foundation hosted a wonderful breakfast for Nurses Week, with foundation trustees showing up very early to bless the nursing staff with food and gifts. They brought snack baskets to our frontline staff and are constantly looking for ways to give and to bless our staff, our hospital, and our community. Jan herself has many times shown up with camera in hand to photograph events and gives generously of her very valuable time. She's a very busy lady and always makes time to bless other people. I truly hope the foundation knows how much what they do means and how loved and special they've made our staff feel. They obviously love our hospital, and we in turn love our foundation. Thank you so much for all that you do for our hospital and our community. I'm so grateful for you. Exciting news for our community as far as services provided here at Adventist Health. Our cardiologist, Dr. Gupta, just started seeing patients in our medical office on Hillman on Friday. We have Dr. Brethauer seeing patients and performing orthopedic surgery, such as total knees, right here at the hospital. We have dentistry and chiropractic care in the works for the clinic. We have our residency program going strong. They're seeing patients in the clinic and here in the hospital. And we're working on outpatient cardiology testing here in the hospital. We're very excited about 2022, and we will continue to bring more and more services on board for this community. Thank you again for attending this event. Thank you for your support of the hospital. I can't tell you how much it's appreciated.
Talsir I am one of the Adventist Health Tulare 2021 family medicine residents working at the Tulare Medical Clinic and the hospital. I'm really very pleased to join all the other sponsors in supporting the Tulare Hospital Foundation in the Festival of Trees this year. We really appreciate the work this foundation has done this year to support the hospital departments and staff and the community. I know these 2 years, COVID has really placed a big strain on everybody, local community, staff, physicians, everyone who has worked in the medical healthcare system. And I feel like everyone has maintained their focus and are continuing to give their best efforts to provide excellent healthcare for everyone who came to the Adventist Tulare Hospital and Clinic, and I'm sure they will continue to do so. And I see the foundation really putting their efforts to work for the whole staff to help them in any way they can do it. So we are really grateful to the foundation for that. We new residents, physicians in the community have joined the clinic, and we are there at the Tulare Rural Health Clinic on Hillman Avenue. And we are really passionate about our jobs, and we really want to help the community and provide the best care. So we really welcome you all. Please come and see us at the Tulare Rural Health Clinic. We really look forward to care for you and your family's medical needs. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. And let's continue support the foundation. I feel they're doing a great job, and with our support, we will really continue doing great work for our community. Let's cheer up the foundation and let's join them in their mission. Thank you very much.
All right, I hope everyone enjoyed those video messages. We are now going to get back to the real joy of this program, which is going to be getting to our live auction, which I know everyone is excited about. Well, last, certainly not least, I do want to thank the Festival of Trees Committee, who created a great online event. This took a lot of work, and even during the event, some technical efforts that need to be made, and we have a great technical team this year who worked very hard. I want to make sure that we thank them. So everyone can clap almost loudly. Great. Wonderfully done. So this committee consisted of Odette Avila, Amy Benton, Mario Capote, Marmee Fiddler, Barbara Harrell, Steve Harrell, Kathy Melendez, Kevin Mooney, Jason Price, Sharon Van Weerdhusen, and our executive director, Jan Smith. Again, tonight, your active participation and involvement, raising your hand frequently, and if for some reason you raise your hand, you really don't want to bid, that's okay. Dennis Medeiros will pick up whatever you bid for. So he's told me that already. In all seriousness, please really bid often. This is a fundraiser, and your support will help make this foundation even stronger in the coming years. Now is the time you get to go and get a beverage refill before the thing begins in about 5 minutes. And if anyone lives really close to the north building, feel free to bring a beverage over here for me. I'm getting kind of thirsty. But you're all enjoying the show out there right now. Get ready for a fun live auction. We're going to have a great night tonight, and I thank you all for joining us and being a part of making this foundation great. So stay tuned. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Yeah.
And testing, yeah, this is broadcasting.
All right, thank you. I hope you all have full cups and you are ready to bid early, bid often, and bid throughout the night. So I'm going to go over a couple of ground rules and just lay out the event for the formal bidding. So each of you are now on a live call. You can raise your hand to bid. And this year, we should be able to hear you as well if you have unmuted yourself. So when the bidding begins, please unmute yourself, but be aware you are unmuted as well. We are going to take this a bit slower this year because our auctioneer, Dennis Medeiros, is a bit older. And I'm sorry, that wasn't written on my script. I don't know where that came from. Because of video delays, and we want to make sure that everyone gets a chance to bid. Once you have won your tree, your name will be placed on the bid sheet with your tree name and your bid price. The foundation will send you an invoice for your purchase, or you can call Jan with your credit card information before her bedtime at 10 o'clock tonight. Very important, you need to let Jan know tonight where to deliver your tree, because within 20 miles, your trees will be delivered tomorrow beginning at 8 a.m. in the morning. So please email Jan at Tulare-Hospital-Foundation.org or call her. You want your cell phone number? You want me to give that out? Oh, you all know her cell phone number. She doesn't want me giving that out on a live Zoom broadcast for her privacy reasons. And please provide your credit card information and your address for the tree delivery. Now we are going to get on with our auction, and we are very honored to have a special auctioneer here with us this evening. See, he's given up the secret and the surprise because he keeps popping in and out of the camera screen here. We have the mayor of Tulare this evening serving as our auctioneer for the night. And I want to welcome Dennis Medeiros to the stage, and being the lawyer that he is, I'm sure he wants to make a few remarks real quick.
First of all, I want to indicate that I thank the Tulare Hospital Foundation for involving me. I am in the screen, I think. They're telling me where to stand. You want me to stand on this side? Okay, Pete, they put me here. So,
Okay, I'll switch over here.
On behalf of the city, we want to thank the Hospital Foundation. The hospital itself is an integral part of the city. We recognize that. We recognize how everybody needs to be involved. I've been involved for a long period of time as it relates to trying to save the hospital and trying to see to it that it thrives, and I will continue to do that along with my wife, Kathy, who's here. Kathy had indicated that if I follow in the true spirit of David Macedo, that I would start the evening with a joke. But to be quite frank with you, I'm not going to do that, because after seeing Pete's jacket, I don't have to give a joke or make a joke under the circumstances. Now, what we will do, I want everybody to bear with me because I'm not a professional auctioneer. This is the first time I've ever done it, so we will proceed very slowly and systematically. We will have bids and asks, which in auctioneer terms are haves and wants. We will start out with what we have, that's the bid, and the wants will be what I'll be calling for. I'll ask for Pete's involvement in this when we get to the point to where we're starting to stall. It'll be his opportunity to jump in and try to encourage people to bid. So what we have here is a tree that's going to be described by Pete in detail, and then we'll start the bidding.
So thank you, Dennis. Appreciate that kind comment about my jacket. But, you know, I have to tell you before we start this thing, you know, that you always hear the old adage when you hear about celebrities that the camera actually adds 20 to 50 pounds. I'm feeling that because I look like a pretty husky fella here on this camera screen that I'm looking at as I'm speaking with you this evening. So let me just tell you, in real life, I am in better shape than I appear on camera. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get going with the first tree of our auction. This tree is called the Thrill of Hope. It's a beautiful tree. This was sponsored by Kevin Mooney. It was decorated by Janice Avila. And this tree's description:
A thrill of hope comes with the knowledge that the worth of our soul outweighs the weariness of the world. That the worth of our soul brings worth and hope to waiting. The gold flash of ornaments glitters brightly on this white flocked tree. White feathers, gold antlers, and gold and white ornaments adorn the tree, reminiscent of glittering snow. The lanterns and gifts surrounding this tree represent the greatest gift that Jesus gave to us of his glory: forgiveness, love, and hope. And the weary world rejoices. Dennis, let's sell this tree.
Okay, you can see how beautiful this tree is. It's of the 5 that we have here, it's one of the prettiest. And is in season. I know the people who decorated this, Janice Avila and Judy Cotta, have done a great job. Let's start at $1,000 and move up from there. So what I'd like to do is get a bid of that amount. That's my want at this point. $1,000. Is anybody going to bid $1,000? Anyone? Anyone going to bid that amount? Start at $1,000. Anyone? Do we have anyone at this point?
Feel free to unmute.
We need people to unmute and to, if they want, let us see them so that we can have some kind of indication that they're bidding. At this point, do we want to start at 1,000 or drop down lower?
There's Greg.
Okay, Greg, shall we now see Greg? We don't hear Greg, but well, that looks like a bid from Greg and Marcia.
Either that or he's waving at you, Dennis. I mean, I can't tell what he's doing.
Give me a thumbs up if that's $1,000 there, Greg. Thumbs up.
I see a
Okay.
thumbs up.
Okay, we have a bid of $1,000.
And again, please unmute yourselves so that we can hear you.
Does anyone want to give us 1,100? Do we have 1,100? Do we have 1,100? We have a bid of that's our have of $1,000. Do I have 1,100? 1,100?
And you please can turn your video on too. That would be fantastic as well. We want to see our bidders so that we can encourage you to bid more.
You're unmuted and you also have your video turned off. We'd like to have everybody who's participating join us here at the memorial, Veterans Memorial. So we do have $1,000 bid. Do we have anyone bidding more than $1,000? That's our have. Our want is 1,100, and we'll go from there. Anyone? I'm going to have Kathy come up here and beg for higher bids. She's in the back. Okay, we're at $1,000. Do we have?
Does anyone want to bid $1,100?
What do you think, Pete?
I think this tree is definitely worth more than $1,100 or
Well, I
more
think-
than 1,000. But I think we're all raising for a great cause, and if anyone wants to bid more, we would really appreciate it. And I have to correct the mayor. There's actually 7 trees here tonight, so I hope he counts his bids better than he counts his trees, because he only counted 5, and there's 7 trees.
We are auctioning off.
I got to know my facts.
You got to know your facts. We have 5 trees we're auctioning off. 2 are being raffled.
Okay,
So
I
there
got
are
it.
5
I got it.
trees.
There's only 5. All right, I'll
Okay.
take it.
Good. You stand correct.
I do. I acknowledge. We have a raised hand on the iPhone. I don't know who that is.
Okay,
Ron and Robin Clark.
okay, very good. Okay, you're at 11. Our minimum bid, I've just been told, is $1,300. So, okay, Greg, we have an 1,100 bid from Robin. We're going to need you, or do we have 1,300?
Kevin, we have a bid here in person at
We now have a 1,300 bid. So our have now is $1,300, and we want, let's go $200 a bid. Let's go to $1,500.
Once more.
Anybody want to
Okay,
bid
$1,500
on this tree?
1,500.
$1,500. And
Rob-
we could even.
Robin and
move
Ron,
this
your
in
hand is
closer.
still raised. We're gonna keep going with you guys if you
Oh,
keep
do
that
I
hand
keep it
raised.
up?
Want
Oh
a
my
better
gosh.
view of this tree.
Oh, wait.
Not peak. We can move this in a little closer as far as being able to see the tree. So we're at, where are we at right now, Jan? No, I think we're at 1,300. We're at 1,300.
I thought we bid.
Okay, we're at 1,300. Kevin bid $1,300. We've got $1,300 on this tree.
We bid 15.
Anybody else want to go above 1,300? It's a beautiful tree, Greg and Robin and anybody else. And the people who actually
We can still bid.
decorated this did a fantastic job. Marcia, you do have a place that you want to put
Somebody
this.
else will be outbid you.
Okay, 1,500.
Okay, no. Okay, I heard Robin first at $1,500. So we need $1,700 at this point. And you're doing what David Macedo talks about all the time, Marcia. You're looking at Greg. You're looking and asking Greg, and I'm talking to you, Marcia. We're at 1,700, okay? That's what we want is 1,700. Right? Somebody's gonna have to help me here because I lose track.
You're good.
Are we at 1,500?
We're at 1,500, you're asking 17.
I'm asking 17, okay? My one is 17, we have 15. So, she keeps looking at Greg. There we go, now we're at 17. We're at 1,700.
We have 17 and you want.
Wait a minute, I think Robin's ready to talk, am I right?
No, I'm gonna bid on another one.
We're
Okay,
at
let
7
Marcia have it.
We're gonna let Marcia have it at 17.
17.
Anybody else want to go higher than 1,700? We're at 1,700 on this beautiful tree. And when you get it, you're gonna see just how beautiful it is. So we're at 17, our have is 17, our want at this point is 1,900. Is there anybody else that wants to bid? Anyone else? Okay, going once, going twice. Greg's saying something to Marcia. It's yours, Marcia. You've got it for $1,700.
1,700, congratulations.
Let's give her a round of
Give her a round.
applause.
We would like to sell it again.
Say that.
We would like you to sell it again.
Okay, so she's donating it back. We're gonna, this pitiful performance that I'm putting on is gonna start all over.
Yes, but this.
Why don't you go back-
Even better.
Why don't you go back to Robin, who is at 1,500, and see if Robin would maybe like to buy the tree at 1,500.
Well, there may be other people out there. So look,
Just
so
check.
we'll start at 1,500 this time, instead of going all the way back to 1,000. And the question would be, Robin, do you want to put that bid in at
Yeah.
1,500 like you did before?
Yes, I do.
Okay, our have is $1,500. Jan, do you have the $1,500? Okay, Robin's got at 15. Does anybody else want to put in a bid for this beautiful tree that was decorated by Janice Avalon, Judy Cotta, that has been sponsored by Kevin Mooney? We have $1,500 from Robin Clark. Does anybody else want to put in a bid? Anybody else? That's our have, and I want $1,700 so that we can match what Marcia has bid. We've got, this is our first tree. We have 4 more to auction off and 2 to raffle. Anyone else want to put in a bid? We're at $1,500. Here comes Greg. It's at $1,500, Greg. Oh, Marcia looks at Greg again. It's at $1,500. I want $1,700. And Marcia says no. She has a great affinity for Robin, and she wants to see Robin take this tree. Going once, going twice. Pete, this is your opportunity to bid on this tree.
I think we're good. I'm gonna
Okay.
go with Robin at $1,500.
Okay, closed. Okay, we got Rob, $1,500.
Thank you for that donation and for the purchase of this tree, Robin. We appreciate it.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Now we'll move on to tree number 2. Is that right? So if I could have help. Out.
Here's this one.
Hi, Marcia.
Okay, now, You already tipped your hand.
Going closer right there. There. It's pretty good.
Now, these trees are going to be delivered tomorrow. Is that right? So they'll be ready for you before Thanksgiving. I know when Kathy and I bought one a couple of years ago, it came the next day. We had it up for Thanksgiving, and it was great to have. And isn't that right, Kathy? Yeah, Kathy's waving in the background, so she understands the joy of having that for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Pete, take it from here.
Okay, our second tree that we're going to be auctioning this evening is called a Country Christmas. This tree was sponsored by Central Valley Meat Company, Brian and Stacy Coelho. Thank you very much. This tree was decorated by Brian. Oh, I'm sorry. That was not Brian Coelho. Stacy Coelho. Great job, Stacy, decorating that. The description of this tree. Here's a small clip from a poem that sums up the simplicity and importance that this tree represents. On the 8th day, God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day, milk cows again, eat supper, then do it all again. I need somebody with arms strong enough to rustle a calf and yet gentle enough to deliver his own grandchild. So God made a farmer. Our farmers and dairymen rise early in the morning to catch the sun's earthly glow, which is represented by the natural lighting throughout this creation. Ornaments of and bring back the simple pleasures of life. Let's sell it, Dennis.
Okay, everybody, let's go. We have cotton bowls, we have milk represented, we have all the different types of farming that takes place. So
I don't see any meat though.
well,
I don't see like a steak hanging here.
yeah, you already screwed things up once, so we'll look closer.
Oh, the cowhide. That goes with it. The cowhide does.
There you go. Okay, let's start out. My initial request is $1,500. Do we have anybody here that's going to bid $1,500? $1,500? $1,500. That's my want. I need a have. $1,500. Okay, I'll start it at $1,500. So we have $1,500. Do I have $1,700? So I have $1,500. Is that okay, Kathy? Yeah, Kathy says yes. See, Marcia, I have to ask permission of Kathy. You ask permission of Greg. So, okay, we have $1,500, and my want at this point is 17. Does anyone want to bid 17 on this beautiful tree that was decorated by Stacy Coelho? 1,700, 1,700. Anyone want to bid 1,700? We can have some. Okay, I'm going to up my bid to 1,700. So now we have a have of 1,700. Does anybody want to bid 1,900? We have 1,900. Is that okay, Kathy? That's okay. Kathy gave me a thumbs up. Our have is 1,700. Do we have a 1,900? 1,900. Anyone want to bid 1,900? Marcia, I'm looking at you. Nobody else wants to turn their screen on, but I can see you, Marcia. We have 1,700. Do we have a 1,900? 1,900. Anyone else? Of course, Robin, you already have one. But I know you have a big house, Robin. So there's other places for trees. So we have 1,700. Anyone want to bid 1,900? 1,900? 1,900?
I think you did a great job bidding against yourself, Dennis.
Well, okay, I'll go 1,900. So we now have a have of 19. Does anybody want to bid 2,100? So now we're getting this one up here. It's amazing how this has kept going up. So we have 1,900. I'm asking at this point 2,100. Does anyone want to put in a bid of 2,100? Anyone want to put a bid of 2,100?
Give me your wallet and I'll put a bid of 2,100 for you.
Okay, we have 19. We have 19. Okay, I'll bid 2,100. Okay, we're now,
You won't give it to me, but he'll use
we're
it.
now at 2,100. So my have is 2,100. Do we have a 2,300? 2,300 is my want. I know, Brian, this is a pathetic attempt at auctioneering, and I'd be fired in the ring right off the bat, but I'm trying. 2,100. Do I have a bid of 2,300? Anyone want to bid 2,300 and get me off the hook? No one wants to bid 2,300. We have 2,100.
Going once?
2,100. You think we're there?
Hey, I think you're there.
I'll give you an opportunity.
If you want to go to 23, I mean, you're welcome to
No,
go to
no,
23.
no. I thought maybe you wanted to jump in. You don't want to jump in?
You didn't give me your wallet, so I
Okay.
can't jump in.
Okay. I bid against myself at 2,100. Kathy, should we go to 2,300? Oh, Kathy says go to 2,300. So we're now at 2,300 for this tree. Anyone want to go 2,500? This beautiful tree that can find a place in your home.
And you get the hide with it.
Yeah. Do you get the height with it? Oh, wow. Okay.
So you want to bid 25 now?
Okay, we'll go 2,500 at this point. Okay, I'll go 2,500 because I'm getting the height.
There
Okay,
you go.
2,500. Anyone want to go 2,700?
What's he got?
2,700. Going once, going twice. Sold to the guy that bid $2,500.
Good job, Dennis.
Yay,
Give
good
the
job,
mayor of
Dennis.
Tulare a round of applause. Great job, Dennis.
Okay, we're going to move over to the next one.
What? I want to see. what-
Hey, there's Steve.
Hey there,
Steve
Steve.
wants to bid now. He's ready to go on this deal.
I
All
am.
right, Steve, I'll email you back later. I did get your note.
Okay.
Are we ready?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read the description of this beautiful tree. This tree is titled Hope Glows Eternal. This tree is sponsored by the Tulare Noon Kiwanis. This tree was decorated by Laurel Thompson. And to describe this tree, we have the following. Welcome the glow of hope and peace into your home or office. Glistening snowy white will complement any decor. Laurel and Leah offer their rendition of a snowy night with lanterns glowing and all things sparkling to welcome the splendor of the season. Dennis, you're supposed to be auctioning this tree, not walking across the room. Come on back, buddy.
Are we ready to go?
We're ready to go. Got to be on screen here.
Okay, we're starting this at $1,500. That's going to be my ask. That's the fundamental. So I want $1,500. And this is an absolutely beautiful tree.
Oh,
And Steve's going to
There you
bid
go.
$1,500. Now that's my have. I want $1,700. Is there anybody out there who'll give us $1,700? $1,700. That's what we're asking at this point. Steve's offered $1,500. Give me a bid of, okay, here's Brian. Give me a bid.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, Merry Christmas upcoming, Brian. We've got $1,500. I'm asking $1,700 for this beautiful tree that Tulare Noon Kiwanis has sponsored. $1,700. $1,700 is the want at this point with a bid of $1,500. And do we have Stacy sitting off to the side there? Is that what this is, Brian? That isn't coming on the screen. Stacy, you can make an appearance after that beautiful tree that we just bought under the circumstances. So we're at $1,500. $1,500. Do we have a bid of $1,700?
I'll be like the mayor. I'll be a 1,700. I'll bid against.
And now we've got
Bidding against
$1,700.
yourself. Great job, Steve.
This is a good trend to raise money for the hospital foundation. We have $1,700. I need $1,900 at this point. Is there anybody here that wants to bid $1,900 on this beautiful tree? This is one of the plums of what we have here today. you will find a spot in your home for this kind of tree. It's going to fit very well in somebody's corner. Steve, you're at 17. We're looking for 19. Do I have anyone that wishes to give me our want, which is $1,900? We want $1,900 at this point. 19, 19. We have 17. Do I have 19? Anybody in the room want to bid 19? We don't. Okay, Steve, it looks like I'm going to go. Anybody else that you can think of that wants to bid here, Pete?
I think Steve's just anxious to get this tree bought. I would say sell it to him.
Okay, going once, going twice. There's Karen sticking her head in, going
Yeah,
twice.
right, that's right.
Sold to Steve. Hi, Karen.
Congratulations, Steve.
Steve
Thank you
Prasad
for your
gets
donation.
this
Thank
one
you.
for 19, 17, 17. Okay, it's yours, Steve, for
Thank you, Steve.
$1,700.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you both.
Yours, you put your face in. No, you're the pretty one.
All right. So our next tree, this is tree number 4. This tree is entitled, Here Comes Santa Claus. This tree was sponsored by Will Teixeira Ford, Lonnie, and Lori Teixeira. And Lonnie did not decorate this tree, although Lonnie is a very talented man. This was decorated by Daniel Enriquez, who, if you look at this tree, you can see is a very talented man as well. To describe this tree, although candles had long been used to illuminate Christmas trees, by 1882, one of Thomas Edison's assistants decided to try the new electric light for that purpose. After a decade or two of dangerous fire-causing experimental displays, the safety Christmas bulb was invented in 1917. Dennis Medeiros was invented in 1927. Oh, that wasn't here, okay. And sold to the public in strings. Christmas lights became popular in many shapes and sizes, like bubbling lights, figural lights, electric flameless candles, and novelty shapes like stars or hearts. By the 1950s, most lights had taken on the teardrop shape that we associate today with vintage Christmas lights. Our vintage Christmas tree was decorated by Daniel Enriquez and combines traditions from both the 1800s and early 1900s. Everything you see, from the lampstands to the pair of deer lying beside the tree, are included. This tree is sure to bring Christmas joy. Sell it, Dennis.
Okay, let's bring Christmas joy here, especially to the Hospital Foundation. Well, Jan will smile immensely if we can get a good price on one of the most beautiful trees that we have here today. I hope, and the picture that we have does do it justice.
Beautiful.
So let's start at our ask of $1,500. Do I have a bid of $1,500? $1,500 is where we're going to start. And then once we get that, we'll go from there and hopefully drive this thing up for the Hospital Foundation. Do we have $1,500? We need to start there from somebody to start at $1,500. $1,500. That we have.
1,500.
1,500, Clark's.
Okay, we have $1,500.
In 2 places.
Yes, okay. Do we have 17? Do we have 1,700? Okay,
17, Clark's.
okay, we have 17 from what is described, because we have no video, as iPhone. Whose iPhone,
That's
Jen?
Clark's.
Oh, Clark's, Robin and Ronnie.
Oh, okay, you switched.
Sorry.
Ron and Robin.
Okay,
Green move.
okay, you moved. I
No.
looked, you were on the
I'm
left.
gonna put Ronnie on video. Hold
Okay,
on.
there you go. So we're at
I'm not
17.
putting.
We don't want to see that.
We have 17. We now want, we want 19.
Hi, Ron.
We don't.
No, don't
Glenn,
please stop.
yeah, keep moving it. Okay, we have 17 and we want 19. We want 19. Is there anyone that can give us 19? Okay, Brian
Brian.
Coelho's giving us 19. This is going to be an interesting bid, Ronnie. So we've got 19. So now we want 2,100. 2,100. We've got 19 from Brian. We want 2,100. Do we have 2,100 or anyone
Yeah,
else?
21 from
We got
Steve.
21 from Steve. This is, we have
New
2,100. We have 2,100. Now we want 2,300. 2,100. Do we have 2,300? 21. You got to help me so I don't forget this. Our have is 21. We want 23.
25.
Oh, you got Clark's coming in at 25.
25. Okay. Ronnie came in at 25. Our have now is 25 and our want is 27. Do we have anyone bidding at 27? This beautiful Santa Claus tree that was sponsored by Will Teixeira Ford and decorated by Daniel Enriquez. So we've got 25. Our want is 2,700. 2,700. Do we have a bid of 2,700? 2,700. And that 2,500 matches the highest bid that we've had so far tonight. So 2,500 is what we have. 2,700 is what we are wanting. Does anyone want to bid 2,700 under the circumstances? 2,100 under the circumstances. Where did that come from? Okay, 2,500 is our want. 2,700 is our ask. Do we have 2,700 for this beautiful tree? 2,700. I know all of you have beautiful spots in your houses. Some I can just imagine where a tree like this would go. So we have 2,500 with Ronnie. 2,700 out there is my want.
I see Brian looking at the corner of whatever
No,
room
Brian-
he's sitting in, and he thinks
Brian's
that's a
looking
great
at
spot
Stacy.
for it.
He's looking.
Okay.
He's looking at Stacy. For some reason, Stacy won't come into the camera. So 2,700 is what we're looking for here. 27, 27, 27, 25's what we have. Okay, I think we're ready to go here.
Yep, I think you're ready to
Okay,
close it.
25 once, 25 twice, sold to Ronnie and Robin for $2,500.
Thank you to Ronnie and Robin. Appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Thank you, Robin.
Round of applause.
She keeps hiding.
You need to stop doing that.
Okay.
All right, we are on to our last live auction tree of the evening, and then we have our trees to be raffled off, and we have a couple more little live auction items that we're going to be selling. I need to get my script from my binder real quick that has items in there. But to describe briefly this, you want to do the items right now? Okay, let's go ahead and grab that now.
Okay, he just walked off the screen. You don't walk off the set, for God's sake. There are three items on not the live auction,
No,
but
it's on the back.
okay. He's back to do his.
I'm back, sorry.
Okay.
So I'm just like Anchorman. Ron Burgundy doesn't do very well unless he has a script in front of him. Here's my script, so I found it. So we do have 3 additional items that we are going to be live auctioning this evening. The first of those 3 items is a 7-day, 6-night trip to Cayucas, California. This is a stay in a condo. This sleeps 6 people, and this condo is not ADA accessible, so I want to point that out. It is not to be used on holidays, and it is based on availability. However, the value of this Cayucas getaway is at $2,500. So if anyone would like to go to the community of Cayucas, we are going to auction that off right now. And 1 week in Cayucas is definitely going to be something you will enjoy. So Dennis, let's go ahead and try to sell that.
Okay, I've been told that even though this is a value of $2,500, that this Cayucas vacation can start at $1,500. So that's where we're going to start.
I already said the ADA. It's on my script. I got it.
Yeah, it's not ADA compliant. So at $1,500, Is anybody want to spend a week in Cayucas for a whole week?
Yep. 7 days, 6 nights. Sleep 6 in this condo.
Yeah, you can have 3 couples go over there and have a grand old time, and start at $1,500. If anyone,
Jan raised her hand at 1,500.
Jan's gonna do that.
All right,
Okay,
Jan needs a
Jan-
vacation, so she's bidding 1,500.
Jan needs a vacation. We're at $1,500. Does anyone want to bid $1,700? $1,700. We have $1,500. We want 17. Is there anyone that would like to spend time in Cayucas for a whole week at $1,700? $1,700. Anyone?
Raise your hand.
Anyone want to spend time?
Oh,
Oh,
Marcia.
wait a second. That's Marcia. Marcia, okay, $1,700. Marcia jumped in, so we're at 17. Does anyone want to bid $1,900? We have, wait a second, Greg? Greg, is that Joel Youngblood jersey back there in the background?
Joel
Everybody-
Youngblood, Jack Youngblood.
Jack Youngblood, okay. Yeah, Joel Youngblood was a baseball player.
Right.
Okay, you got to see what I see. Nobody can see what I see. That dates you there, Greg. That was back in the 70s.
Well, you're older than I am, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, where are we at? $1,700. Okay, Marcia bid $1,700 for a week in Cayucas. Does anybody want to bid $1,900? We have 17. Does anyone want to go 19? 19. Jan goes 19.
Jan's at
So now you got to give me 2,100, Greg. It's still a bargain. The value is 2,500. Okay, Marcia, no, I won't ask Greg anymore. Marcia says 2,100. 2,100. Okay, I need 2,300. My want now is 23. I have 21. Does anyone want to go 23? Anyone want to go 23 as I look over at Jan? Anyone? No, she's shaking no. Okay, we're going to move this thing. 2,100, 2,100, going once, going twice. So to Greg and Marcia for $2,100.
Thank you, Greg. Hope you enjoy your trip.
Very good. Okay, I'm stepping out for item number 2.
Okay. Dennis is going to step away and I will read the item. It's pretty simple. Happy Cookers is donating dinner for 50 to be held at the Ag Expo Arbor. This is valued at $2,300 and is being auctioned off this evening. Again, it's a dinner for 50 at the World Ag Expo Arbor, and I will have Dennis come on in and sell it away.
Okay, dinner for 50 means that you have to have either lots of friends or a business that has lots of employees, one or the other. So,
Or a big family.
or a big family. That's true. Or a big family.
So it's
But as everybody knows, Happy Cookers puts on an
Lot of
excellent
customers.
feed. It's an excellent location. What's our minimum bid on this?
I'd start it at 1,000.
They're giving me
The value is 2,300.
the value's 2,300. So let's start at 1,200. Do I have anybody that'll bid $1,200 for this fantastic feed that can be set up under the circumstances? $1,200. 1,200.
There's
Okay.
Brian's dog.
I was trying to figure out what we had here. We got Brian's
That's a
dog.
Yorkie.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay.
No,
12
that's Stacy's dog. That's not Brian's dog.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, we're certainly get a full-face view of Stacy's dog, that's for sure. Okay, $1,200. Do we have anybody that'll bid $1,200 for this dinner for 50? That's 50, not 15. I need $1,200 to feed the whole workforce. You know, if you have lots of employees, Clarkland Farms, if you have lots of employees that you can feed all at once and other friends, $1,200. Anybody want to go $1,200 for this meal? It'd be a shame to have it go any less, I think, under the circumstances. Excuse me? Well, I don't know that you can do it in Ag Expo because of, yeah, that may be the 1 week you can't do that, I would assume. So the details would have to be worked out with Happy Cookers. So it's $1,200. Do we have any bid from the people that we have present or anyone else calling in from the outside, I guess? If not, this was held over from the previous bidding, is that correct? We thought there might be of interest, that's why we're doing it now. If not, we'll go ahead and just pull this and move on to the third item.
All right, well, the third item, since I have to be honest and be accurate and actually sell 3 items, and when I say there's 3 items to sell, even though the third item's been pulled, we're gonna auction off a lunch with Dennis Medeiros.
No, there's another.
They pulled it.
Oh, you pulled the last one? Oh.
So we're gonna do the lunch with Dennis Medeiros.
I was told that we had 3 we were doing this with.
I was told too, but I also just got a little teleprompter that said no more item number 3.
No more items. Okay, let's move on to the Christmas.
So let's sell that last Christmas tree then. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the last live auction tree that we're going to be doing this evening. This tree was donated by the Tulare Rotary Foundation and was decorated by Daniel Enriquez. This tree is titled Hope Lights the World. Rotarians are known for the work they do worldwide for humanity. This tree embellishes hope in the classic form. Traditional red and green adorns this creation by Daniel Enriquez, who is also a Rotarian. He has brought back tradition and elegantly sets the tree in a wagon and gives Santa a place to rest from a busy Christmas Eve. Dennis, let's sell this tree. In a
Well,
wagon.
the Tulare Rotary Foundation itself sponsored this. This is an absolutely gorgeous tree, and it's another one that Daniel Enriquez, who was really talented, put together. Let's start this one. This is the last tree we're going to auction off. Let's start this one at $1,500. Jan has given a bid of $1,500. Do we have $1,700? We have $1,500 and we want
Steve
17.
is giving 17.
Okay, we have 17. Do we have 19? Jan has just given us 19.
Jan
we
is
have-
at 19.
Do we have 19? We now want 2,100. 2,100 for this beautiful tree.
Brian gives 2,100.
Okay, we have 21. We have 21. 23 is what we want. 2,300.
Jan
Jan,
gives
23. We now have 23. Do we want 25? We have 21.
25. We have 23, we want 25. Steve's gonna give 25, so we have 25.
We have
want
25.
27.
We now want 27. 27. We have 25. We want 27. Do we have anybody that's going to give us 27? Jan? No? Okay, Jan's out. 27. Do we have anyone that wants to give 27? Anyone want to give 27? 27 from Jan. We now want 29. Do we have anybody that wants to give 29? 29 for this beautiful tree.
And you get a wagon with that too.
And yeah, don't forget. the
Last
wagon.
time I mentioned the cowhide, it jacked up the bids. Now I'm mentioning a wagon with Santa Claus on it and one of his little elves too.
Very unique, very unique. $2,900 is what we're looking for here. 29. We have 27. We want 29. You're 27, Jeff. We now have 29 from Steve, okay? 29, I need 31 now. 31 at this point. 31, we have 29, we need 31. 31, we have 29. 29. 31 is what we're looking for. We need a bid of 31. It's at 29. Is there anyone else that wants to bid? Anyone who we have here that wants to bid 31? We have 29. This is going to go once. This is your last opportunity. Going once, going twice, sold to Steve Prezant.
All right, Steve, thank you very much.
I need a tree at home. We have nothing. We threw away our last one, so this is great, so.
Okay,
Great.
congratulations. You won it, Steve. You know? Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Now we're going to move on and continue on. We have wrapped up our live auction trees, and now we're going to move on to the raffle trees. These two trees are just as elegant and are valued at least $1,300 in materials alone for each one. Just as much talent and vision went into decorating these trees. $20 Christmas raffle tickets have been sold, and one lucky winner will win one of these trees. All right, so tree number 6 is called Elegant Whimsy. This was sponsored by Bobby Moore and Jan Smith. It was decorated by Ashlyn Moya. This contemporary tree is covered in black and white striped ribbon, blush ribbon, and fun, non-traditional sprays and picks. The ornaments used have blush and champagne tones. They are covered in velvet and glitter detailing. A blush faux fur tree skirt adds a fun element to finish off this non-traditional tree. Paired with this tree is a styled contemporary gold bar carp with glass champagne flutes and faux fur stockings. This elegant yet whimsy creation will bring charm to any home and any decor.
Okay.
We're gonna raffle this one off.
We're gonna do this, and this is gonna be a treat for everybody because Kathy, come on up and pull the winner. Okay, my wife Kathy's coming out. We have a $20 ticket.
$20 tickets get
First
a
of all, say hi to
$1,300 tree.
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Everyone gets to play.
Okay.
Somebody's
Don't
gonna be
look.
lucky. It's a beautiful tree. Don't know who, but I have a ticket that says Ed and Bobby Henry.
Okay, Ed and Bobby Henry.
Congratulations.
Okay, we'll now move on to the next and last tree that is going to be described. Dr. Charu
Yes.
is sponsoring it, and it's decorated by Kimberly Bell, but I don't want to take your side.
You can read the whole description if you want, Dennis. It's
No,
up to you.
Go ahead.
All right. So to describe this tree, again, thank you to Dr. Shavetta Charu and Kimberly Bell for their work on this tree. This beautiful Christmas tree brings the Christmas spirit with a wonderful vintage flair. Cuddle by the fire and enjoy the classic wooden snowflakes. Hopefully they don't catch on fire. Glistening gold ornaments and splendid lanterns on this tree. The eucalyptus and pearl sprigs give it an elegant look with garland meandering through the boughs. You say tomato, I say tomato. Come on.
That's easy for you to
To
say.
top off this splendid tree, there is a decorative sled, wooden presents, and some other special goodies to add to your holiday joy. All right, Dennis, let's raffle this one off.
Okay, I'm mixing these up. They've been mixed up very well. Jan Smith is going to step in and she's going to do the drawing. Okay, come into the screen, Jan. I got to make, okay. Go ahead.
Good luck, everyone.
Don't look in there.
I'm not.
Okay. Okay, whose name is it?
There's two.
Well, you only can pull one.
Okay.
Lionel Machado.
Lionel Machado, he is our RT director at Adventist Health.
Okay.
That's
well,
right.
Congratulations. Here you go. Okay, from my standpoint, it's done. My pathetic performance is over. I won't be hired as an auctioneer, but I tried to do the best I can.
Hey, your community spirit is
You
really
did great.
did a great job. Let's give our auctioneer a
Good
round
job,
of applause.
Dennis. And Pete.
I want to personally thank everybody that bid, everybody that decorated the tree. I think your contributions were fantastic. And Marcia, you make decisions on your own. You don't need Greg telling you what to do. And Robin, you're the same way.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you're right, Dennis.
Okay. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Oh, and Greg and Marcia, for everybody, I know you want to know, but Greg and Marcia are trying to say something to me, but they don't know that you have to unmute to do that. Greg, so you've got to do that, Greg.
Marcia was advising me to change attorneys.
Okay. Well, I'm on the verge of retiring anyway, but you can stay with the office, stay with the office.
And you did a good job.
All right, so I want to call up a couple more individuals who want to say a few special thank yous before we wrap up the night. Jan and Kevin, I want you to come up and say some final words.
Thank you, everyone. We had a great time. We want to thank our mayor, Dennis, and our supervisor, Pete, who stepped in and did a wonderful job for us. We've had a crazy last 2 years. We look forward to a wonderful 2020, and you really got it started off really good. So God bless you all.
We're looking forward to being live next year. I think almost nothing gonna stop us now, so. And let's not forget, we got a tower to build, and you're gonna be hearing a lot about that next year. It's gonna be very exciting. Thank you all very much for your generosity and your support.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a wonderful evening, and a Merry Christmas, and a wonderful Thanksgiving.